last weekend I had my first pro MMA fight at Bamma, USA for Badbeat 13, and I took home a W for my pro debut. Getting ready for the fight, I felt really good because I had gotten ready for the Tough Enough fight, and so I was already pretty much in good shape and stuff. I had jitters I had pretty bad jitters in the locker room because I was looking at all these pro fighters and I was like, dang man, it's way different than amateur. When you go to like amateur fights, you see like guys who like shouldn't even be here. But you know, like at these pro events, like these guys are the real deal. And then, yeah, so I started to get a little bit nervous. I was like, dang man, this is my first fight. I'm the underdog. This girl's already had 3 pro MMA fights, so I was getting kind of nervous. I was like, this girl probably feels really comfortable in the cage. So I was starting to get nervous and just thinking all these things, and then we're walking out and my coach is telling me like, just do what you do. You know, all you gotta do is fight. You're gonna go in there and fight anyway, so just do what you do. And then so I had jitters all the way up into walking in the cage. They put my mouthpiece in and they put in the Vaseline on my face, and I just keep thinking like, man, I cannot lose. And then I hear people chanting Tiny Tim, Tiny Tim, and they close the gate and I still had jitters, and then I see my opponent come in, and that's kind of when my butterflies went away, and I was like, now it's game time. This is where it gets real. And as soon as Mike Beltran asked if I was ready, jitters went away. All adrenaline just came rushing, and I knew what to do. It was kind of crazy. I didn't really think all that much usually in my fights because not that I blacked out, but it was more, it became reaction. It wasn't like a thinking game like it usually is. It was just kind of, you do this, she throws that, you do that. So it was kind of crazy. It was really fast. It felt a lot longer than a 1.5 round. So, but it was really good. It was a fun experience. No, I pretty much stuck with the game plan. I stood up a little bit more than usual. I tried to keep her against the cage and then take it to the ground, and I got it to the ground. I had it against the cage, and then Mike Beltran stood us back up. As soon as he stood us back up, I think I threw a jab, and she was against the cage, and then I took her down again, threw some elbows, and then the armbar. I was throwing elbows. I was excited to throw elbows. I remember when I was on top, I was like, wait, I could throw elbows now. So I kind of like trapped her arm and then started to throw elbows, and as soon as she turned her back, she kind of put her arm over, and I just, muscle memory. I didn't even really think about it, it was just kind of there. It popped like 3 times, and then it felt like Jell-O, man. Oh, it was nasty. It was pretty gnarly. But at that point, you know, and that's why it was kind of like if you're driving stick shift, you put in first, and then it's kind of like crappy to get into neutral, then it's in neutral. That's exactly what it felt like. It was like, and then, oh. If she wants her arm broken, I mean, I can't tap for her, so. Yeah, I was kind of like moving around. I was like, dang, and I just tucked under my arm for like extra, and then after that it was, I heard her say tap, but I think Mike Beltran might have stopped him, I'm not sure, but yeah, so I wasn't really thinking like, oh, I don't want to hurt her arm, which sounds but yeah, I was like, man, this girl's not tapping, her arm's already, and I was thinking like, man, her arm's already done, she probably can't feel it anymore, so I just tucked her underneath my armpit, and then I pretty much did it. It was awesome. I didn't really, when you get in there, you can't really hear anything. It's kind of funny, but watching the video and stuff, I'm just like, dang, that's so loud. When I was walking out, that's when I heard it the most, but like during the fight, I didn't really hear anything. But walking out, I heard like, Tiny Tim, and all that stuff. And then after the fight, I heard it too, but not really during the fight, but it felt good to walk out and hear a really loud crowd chanting for me. It definitely helped out. Usually I'd get kind of nervous, like people watching and stuff, but no, it felt good. Bamma was definitely a really cool promotion. Yeah, especially, I mean, out of all the other amateur promotions and stuff, like, they're pretty cool and stuff, but yeah, this one had like a little catwalk and stuff, and it was a lot more intense. I mean, Mike Beltran was there, and Joe Martinez, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, it's way different. I mean, the locker rooms are different too. I mean, I've been to amateur shows where like, it's just a little like towel or something that's like red side, blue side, you know? So little things like that make a big difference, you know? You don't want to see your opponent walking around the hallway and go, you know? So it's a little different, but no, yeah, Bamma was a really cool show. And yeah, the setup and just the professionality of all of it was really cool. And yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, it's a lot different in the locker room for amateur and pro. You see people that in amateur is just like, oh, why are you here? Like, how'd you get here? But yeah, for pro, it's a lot different. It's pretty cool. More excitement, definitely. This is like I feel like the biggest hump you have to get over for your pro career until I guess you go for like a championship fight or something. But yeah, I was pretty nervous for this. I just had a lot of questions like, am I good enough for this? Am I ready for this? Like this is the big dogs, you know. This isn't amateur. You're not just gonna fight like tomato cans on a daily basis. So I was a little nervous, but this is yeah, I'm definitely more excited now for my next fight. After this win, I was so excited to fight again. So yeah, a lot more excitement than anything. That was crazy. I didn't look at my phone until maybe like 2 hours after my fight, and I was just like, what? What is all this? Notifications from Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, it was really cool. I felt like a little superstar. But yeah, no, everything was blowing up. It was pretty cool on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So it was pretty cool. A shout out to my coach Noah, Josh for cornering me, all my teammates, just my whole academy, my sponsors, Decomp, Irabaza Law Firm, Gila Real Tequila, Sportsman Lounge, EPON, and my family, of course, and yeah, just everyone that came out to support the fight, and Bamma, of course, too, for the opportunity.